In this video, I'll be sharing who an entrant is, what makes you eligible for the entrant rates, and how you can go about it. The reason why I'm sharing this video is because someone sent me a message via my DM on Facebook, and he said that I saw your post on skilled worker visa. I've applied for my skilled worker visa, and the occupation code issued by my employer on COS was, I'm going to blur that aspect out. However, my salary is, he put the amount there. I can now see that the ongoing rate mentioned on UKVI's website is so amount. What should I do now? Shall I face any issues on my visa? So he went ahead and told me his age, when he completed his studies, and I told him he was eligible to be an entrant, but he said he was being contacted. I think they contacted his employer and told the employer that he's not eligible to be an entrant, that he will not be eligible for the discount on the ongoing rate. And I told him, see, the people in the home office or whoever is analyzing or going to approve your visa is a human being. They're all human beings, so they are prone to make mistakes. It is your job to make sure that you defend what you have there. On his COS, it's been stated that he is an entrant. That's what the employer stated on the COS, that he's an entrant, and that's the reason why they are not putting the ongoing rates as stated on the UKVI website. The amount they put on his COS is a bit lower. So I'm going to be explaining some of these things, and I'll tell you the outcome of this particular situation. If you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Cynthia. I share information that will help your transition abroad to be as smooth as possible. I share information about settling, working, or studying in the UK, US, or Canada. If you are interested in any of these countries, please subscribe to this channel. Hit on the notification bell so that each time I drop a new video, you know it's time to watch Cynthia Academy. And without wasting time, let's get into this video. Like I explained earlier, I'm going to be telling you who an entrant is according to the government website. In case you experience this particular situation, I'm sure there are some other people who have experienced this and they went home or they did not know their rights. It's sometimes just know that whoever is handling your visa in the home office is a human being and is prone to make mistakes. Sometimes it's your responsibility to clarify issues, to defend what you have in your application. So I'm going to go to the government website, and I'm also going to put the link in the description box, because what I told him to do was copy this link, send an email, attach a screenshot of these images, and explain to them that you qualify as an entrant. So let me show you what an entrant is according to the government. New entrants. This section explains how to assess whether a skilled worker applicant is a new entrant. A new entrant means a new entrant to the labor market. In other words, someone who is near the start of their career, who meets certain criteria. It does not mean an applicant who is making their first skilled worker application or entering the UK for the first time. So if you are entering the UK for the first time, you have to have a COS of 38,700 from spring of this year. The only reason why you will not fall under this category is if you are applying for a health and care visa route or option. So we are talking about doctors, nurses, they are exempted. And also those people that are in the educational sector, I'm talking about teachers, you will not need a COS of 38,700. But if you're applying for a skilled worker visa, you have to meet that COS. That COS has to bear that they're going to pay you 38,700 and above per year. So that is it. So you don't qualify as an entrant, even if you graduated from a university outside the UK. But an entrant is for those people who are in the UK who just graduated and they're going into the labor market. You can consider an applicant to be a new entrant if they meet any of the options in the table below. The first one is that applicant is under 26 on the date of application. So automatically you're an entrant. And one of the qualities or advantages of being an entrant is that it's going to be 70% of the ongoing rates. So you have a 30% discount on the ongoing rates. So it says, number 2, applicant is sponsored for a postdoctoral position in one of the following occupations: chemical scientist, biological scientist and biochemist, physical scientist, social and humanities scientists, natural and social science professionals not elsewhere classified, or then higher education teaching professionals. So if you're going to teach or you're going to carry out a postdoctoral position in research or stuff like that in this area, then you qualify as an entrant. It will be 70% on the ongoing rates. It says the third option, applicant is working towards a recognized professional qualification in a UK regulated profession. Check the CPQ website. You will see the listed professions to confirm whether your job is in the UK regulated profession. A job qualifies if it appears in any of the 4 lists. That's why I said go and check this thing out. The link is in the description. Know where you fall so that you'll be able to defend yourself if you experience such a challenge like this person that contacted me. The next one is applicant is working towards full registration or chartered status with the relevant professional body for the job they are sponsored for. The sponsor must confirm who the relevant professional body is, and the applicant is working towards full registration or chartered status. There are so many professionals that they need to be like chartered, as in to get in. You don't just graduate and get a job. You have to be working towards it. For example, we know that biomedical scientists cannot just graduate and start the profession immediately. There are some stages that they need to pass through, to get those things licensed in place before they practice. So stuff like this, I think you qualify under this, but the sponsor has to confirm who the relevant professional body is and that the applicant is working towards getting that license or that professional registration. The fifth option is that applicant is switching from a tier 1, which is graduate entrepreneur. They've stopped this particular visa now. It says none. Check the applicant's immigration history. So they will have to check your history to be sure that you are switching from a graduate entrepreneur, that's tier 1, to get a skilled worker visa. Then you'll be considered as an entrant. Now, this last option, which is the sixth option, is very important for students. You have to listen and pay attention to this, because this is where it applies to this particular person that contacted me. It says applicant's most recent permission, other than as a visitor, was under tier 4. Tier 4 is student, general, or the student routes. The permission must either be current or have expired less than 2 years before the date of application. So it means that if you are on the post-study work visa option, is less than 2 years since graduation, you qualify as an entrant. That's why it's very important that you make your visa switch as soon as possible within that 2 years, less than 2 years. It also says that in the permission or previous permission, the applicant must have been sponsored to study one of the following courses, not any other qualifications of any equivalent level. That's a UK bachelor's degree, a UK master's degree, a UK PhD or other doctoral qualification, a postgraduate certificate in education, a professional graduate diploma of education. The applicant must have completed or be applying no more than 3 months before they are expected to complete the course. It means that if you're going to be completing that particular course in, let's say, April, so you shouldn't be applying in January. You should be applying maybe from, February, March, April. That is a key factor right here. An exception applies to PhDs and other doctoral qualifications where the applicant must have completed at least 12 months study in the UK towards the qualification. So why I'm sharing this with you is because I told you that someone contacted me and told me that he's having this problem and he is having sleepless nights about it. And luckily, I'm going to share a message he shared with me to tell you that he got it after he spoke with me, and I gave him a little guidance and shared this information with him, sent him the link. He sent it to the Home Office and said, I qualify as an entrant. So this is why the discounted rate, 70% discount rate on the ongoing rate, should apply to me. He sent me and said, hi Cynthia, thank God, my skilled worker visa has been approved. Thank you so much for helping me that day. You were 100% right. My employer had replied them in a same way which they had told. They told them that I am a new entrant as I have recently completed my degree, so I got relaxation on my going rates. So I just want to encourage somebody out there, realize that COS has an expiry date, it's 3 months. If you're applying for a switch to a skilled worker visa, make sure that the date on your COS should be, that's the start date, should be after the dates when your course will be completed. The course is going to be completed on 6th of April. Don't put the start date for your job to be, maybe 5th of April. No, don't do that. Make sure it's like from 7th and above. That is how you get your skilled worker visa approved or health and care visa approved. Do all your calculation. I've told people you don't need to wait until your student visa has expired before you apply for a visa switch. You just have to plan this thing properly. Remember that it's only 6145 and 6146 that are not allowed to bring their dependents from the day they are going to announce in spring 2024, which is likely to be in April anyway. We know it's likely to be in April. But if you have any other occupational code under the health and care visa, you can bring your dependents into the UK. And if you get your health and care visa as a care worker under those codes approved before the date they are going to announce in spring, therefore, you can still bring your dependents afterwards. So the whole rush now, I know many people are involved, it is trying their best to get their care worker visa approved, making sure they get in before the date they're going to announce in spring. I just want to encourage you to plan yourself accordingly so that you don't make any mistakes. Once you come into this country, you have to be on top with any immigration news so that you don't miss out on any of these opportunities. I wish you the best. Please like, share, subscribe. Many people need this information. Bye-bye.